That's great.
Oh, we're
All
live.
That's
right.
awesome, though.
And then another one was about mental health and my dog.
Yeah, awesome.
Dog.
It was an episode about mental health and dogs and how they can also
I don't see us.
they also take medications and
We're
stuff.
having trouble streaming to your destination.
Mine?
No, mine.
Is it possible? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading.
I was trying to podcast to put it in my Instagram, but I couldn't
Yeah,
because I don't know how to get the stream key.
this can
Oh yeah,
occur.
Instagram is a whole different beast, honestly.
Yeah, so no.
Okay. All right. So I'm getting this Substack.
To mine. What the hell?
What?
Oh, wait. Yes, it is.
Mine says we're having trouble streaming to your destination. Is it possible the stream was ended or deleted on the destination? This can also occur if the RTMP or server
Hang on.
URL is incorrect.
Uh-oh.
Hi, Kimmy. Well, I'm live, and I'm
Okay.
I'm on the Twitch and the Substack. I'm fully go. I'm a go right now.
Yeah, I'm not, but that's okay. I'm
That's
going
okay.
to. Yep, we're good. We're live.
Can you see us?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, I'm like by myself here.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
On the StreamYard?
No, on the Substack.
Oh yeah, I think Nero, like you went directly to your live, your own private Substack live, right?
Yeah, this is guys. I don't know. This is messed up.
'Cause I can
we're having problems.
Yeah, it's okay. This
Can
is,
we,
you know.
Try again.
Hey, Kimmy. See,
Yeah.
you're like people can see you.
Kimmy.
We're having technical difficulties. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's fine.
Be right
We'll get it figured out. Yeah, I'll bring you back in.
Yeah, I can moderate chat if need be. Solo, I can moderate chat this time around.
Okay, I don't know what happened there. Are we still on?
What's that?
Are we still on?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, because I couldn't find it on Substack.
Tig. I just went to Tig's.
Okay.
Yep, I see you. Hello. Hi, Kimmy again. I'll hail the subscription fairy.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. I'll just share yours, Tig.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, let's go with
Here
me.
we go. I don't know what happened there. Why it did? I'll just share yours, Tig.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, let's go with
Here
me.
we go. I don't know what happened there. Why it did? I'll just share yours, Tig.
Yeah.
Oh,
A
Nero,
lot
you
of
gotta mute. You gotta mute. You gotta mute the sound on if you're in.
I did. Sorry
All right,
about
good.
that.
No, it's all good. All good.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and start, y'all. You don't have to
Okay. Well, all right. No, all right. Nero's in the chat. We have Kimmy. Let's just wait a few more minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just.
Hi, Naida. Welcome in.
Who just came in? I just refreshed.
Naida from.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, from Nothing Without Us, Nothing for Us Without Us.
Yeah.
Or like Disability Community for Democracy Inc. Hello.
Yep. Darn prediction text.
Prediction text.
Okay, are you good, Nero? You're looking frustrated.
Oh, Nero, can you hear us? How's your audio?
I can hear you.
Okay.
All right, good. Just space out for a second. All right, we're good. So we want to give it another minute or so.
Yeah, let's
the
wait a
5 minute
couple
mark?
more minutes. I can't really see right now. I just see Kimmy.
Yeah, so I see Kimmy, Naida.
Oh, I don't. Nobody else is in here. I'm
Yeah.
gonna send the link to a couple people.
Okay. Yeah, do that. How's everyone's Sunday going?
I made the most incredible crispy, garlicky, and dill herb pan fried tilapia. with some
Oh, hell
red skin mashed potatoes.
yeah. Nice. I had banana pancakes today.
Ooh.
I had homemade ramen.
Oh. So, what did you eat
Really
today?
easy to make.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
What
Hey,
did I
Sarah.
make today? I haven't eaten lunch. Can you believe it?
Oh, wow.
Oh, food is
You gotta
important.
eat.
Yeah, I only
Yay.
ate breakfast.
Oh, geez.
And I ate like some oatmeal and yogurt because I think we're gonna make pizza after this.
Good.
Ooh, pizza.
All right, yeah. Sarah's in. We have M Hope.
Oh, that's a new face. Welcome, M. Hope.
Yeah.
Hello, Miss Dudley. Miss Teresa Dudley. Welcome in.
To Sarah.
To Sarah, yeah.
Tasara.
Sarah's my friend.
Oh, hello.
Nero had to Sarah on Wonderful Poet. Was on the Misfits use.
Oh, that post.
Sarah was the first guest.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
On Neuro has their own show, and it's all about different kinds of artists. And so Tassara was Casey's or Nero's first guest, and amazing poet.
Yeah.
Incredible poetry.
That's me, they say.
Me and the other co-host, the other co-host is parted ways.
Yeah.
There's going to be a little bit of rebranding and restructuring.
Yeah.
Before I start again.
All right. We're 7 minutes in. I think we can go ahead and start. I think we have enough people in the chat right now.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. This is Mind Haven. We go live every Sunday. We talk about mental health issues, bring on guests to discuss their stories. So gonna welcome Sylvia here. Substack, they go by When I Come Up for Air.
Thank you, Kenny.
Oh, good. And this is co-host Tig and co-host Nero. We're going to go ahead and get started. And we're going to have Tig go ahead and get the disclaimer out of the way.
All right, that's my cue. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mind Haven. It is a podcast and weekly roundtable discussion that provides a safe space for real mental health conversations by people with lived experience. We are not trained professionals. We discuss our stories and current events and to build community and solidarity together. If you are not alone, if you are having a bit of a hard time or in crisis, you can call or text 988. Do not message the host. We're really just here to build community and work on each other together. With that being said, let's get started, shall we?
All right, yeah. Okay, folks. So this is Sylvia, and Nero and I had a conversation with her to try and get an idea of her story. So we're going to go ahead and introduce Sylvia again and let Sylvia kind of talk about what's going on and how she got here.
Sorry about that.
You're good.
Yeah.
Hi. Bring up the squeaky toy.
So, hi. I'm Sylvia. I'm kind of nervous, guys, so bear with me a little bit. I'm really happy to be here with you guys. I actually reached out to Mind Haven because I always wanted to share my story somehow. And I started sharing my story for the first time on Substack in January, and it has been amazing. And then I found out about Mind Haven, and I was like, okay, maybe should I dare? Yeah. So thank you for having me, guys.
Yes.
Of course. Happy to have you. That is an incredibly brave thing you did just now.
Yeah, for sure. So you've relocated from Venezuela, correct?
Yes. I was actually born in Venezuela. Yeah. And I was born in Venezuela in a city called Mérida. A beautiful town. And when I was 6, my parents, they moved to Mansfield, Connecticut. So I was in the 90s, and it was perfect. I had like the most perfect childhood, and then I moved back to Venezuela, and then Colombia, and then I've been like a sort of digital nomad, and now I'm in Oregon.
Yeah.
Madame Worldwide over here.
Yeah.
Hey, Natasha.
Hello, Natasha. Oh my
All
goodness.
right. So your story is about a misdiagnosis and how it really affected you. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes. So this before the misdiagnose, I think I might have to start a little bit with my background. You
Sure.
know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna start with my background in order to understand the complexity of what later on turned out to be PTSD, and
Yeah.
So because not all stories are the same,
Mhm.
not everything is a template.
Right.
So as I said before, I was born in Merida, and then when I was 6, we moved to Connecticut because my dad, he was pursuing a PhD. So we went with our family. It was beautiful, and after 6 years, we returned to Merida, and it was like, a culture change. It was extremely hard for me, and I was already loving my life there, and then everything like turned out upside down, and that was like one of the first things. It might seem dumb, but for me, it was a huge. I think it was the beginning of my depression.
Yeah.
So I started to have sort of like depression symptoms starting when I was 13 years old. And I felt like I wasn't understood, because growing up, we weren't allowed, my brother and we weren't allowed to talk about our feelings. So I started to eat all of my feelings. I never expressed them. So that was like the start of everything, because I didn't, I was like a fish out of the pond. I don't know what's the correct expression.
Yeah.
The culture shock, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was horrible. So I swallowed everything, and then I started swallowing like all of my feelings my entire teenage years, but the way to express them was to be extremely crazy, like going out and partying and drinking and whatnot, and
Yeah.
no, it was crazy. So for me, it was like a type of cry for help,
Mhm.
and it might have seemed like I was having like teenage tantrums, but inside I was grieving, because my true self was left in the United States, and then I was in a different country where I was born, but I didn't identify with my country.
Mhm.
And I started to lose my self identity, the version that I loved about nature and whales and books, when it was taken out of me suddenly by everything that was new. I hid my beautiful, happy self, and then slowly escalated. Like there was a time where I didn't even recognize myself, So
Mhm.
I was under a lot of anger, confusion, not belonging. I started to like a little bit of hatred, I started, like, my anger started building up and building up until I had my first panic attack. This is a crazy story, because my first panic attack, I was like 15, I believe, and it was confused by the devil.
Mhm.
Like I was possessed by the devil.
Yep.
The priest wanted to do an exorcism on me and asked for my parents' permission, because I was having a panic attack in a Catholic school.
Yeah.
Yep.
Of course, panic attack wasn't a thing. It has to be the devil.
Yeah,
Right.
the devil is either the devil, you're dehydrated, you need to go sleep, or you're constipated. The 4 answers to everything when you're not feeling well in a Latino household.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. I mean, you see how that escalated, like not talking about it and still being a taboo. Like that's why we never talked about it before. I mean, right now is like amazing that everybody now is talking about mental health, but before,
yeah,
I was.
And that's our goal, really, for Mind Haven, is to kind of crush the stigma surrounding it. You know.
Exactly.
All right. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, no worries. So of course, that was another thing. Like after that episode, my parents like, okay, it was just, you were just feeling bad. You will get over this. Swept it under the rug, and then in school, no, you will get over this. Swept it under the rug. So everything went escalating until there was like this huge event in my life that changed everything. That was the time I really wanted to die. That was like my first suicide attempt. So after that, I just didn't know how to express myself. I just didn't know what to do. It was a time where I was isolated, where I didn't have friends, where I didn't talk with my family, where, I was completely lost.
Mm-hmm.
And I just didn't want to live. And I thought, this is like not the way to go. This is not this is not normal. I need to find help. So that was something that's what I love about myself, that after hitting rock bottom, I didn't keep going below rock bottom, I decided to help myself. Like, okay, I hit rock bottom. Now what am I supposed to do? And I don't have anybody here. I don't have any friends. So, or I die or I choose to live. And I chose to live. And that's why I decided to go to a therapist for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the start of. Okay, so I went to the therapist for the first time, and that's the start of my misdiagnosis.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh my gosh, I was 23 when I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder at age 23, and not taking the correct medications, not taking the correct treatments, the correct therapy, it took a toll on me. Like, without the correct anything, it's just going to escalate to something worse, till there was a point that I never considered. I never thought that I was going to go past my 35 years. Like, I always thought I'm going to kill myself sooner or later. Like, I've been in so many depression holes, that I never thought that I would have like a future. And because nothing was helping me, like, I was diagnosed with bipolar, take medicine, take medications, take this, take that. But nobody spoke to me about traumas. Nobody talked to me about anything, because when you are diagnosed with bipolar disorder, that is more chemical than behavioral or something else.
Yeah.
So when I was diagnosed with that, I was in media. Like, all the doctors, they were all men. So of course they didn't consider into their studies my hormones and my cycle, because I've never had a normal period.
Right.
Never. So that was like the first red flag, like nobody considered that part. So it became worse and worse and worse. And until, I just, I'm sorry. It's just.
No, you're good. I know it's hard to talk about.
I know this is tough.
Chats.
What's that?
She's getting a lot of love in the chats.
Yeah, you are,
So much
Sylvia.
love.
Yeah.
So much love.
Like, I'm still mad. I'm freaking mad. Like, okay. So it was not until last year. So I'm talking about that I'm 35. So last year I was 34. I'm talking about after a decade with a bipolar disorder,
Mhm.
diagnosis, sorry, and consuming all these type of medications that were like super risky. Like I took a decision to tie my tubes because I don't want to pass this on to my children.
Right.
I did that last year thinking that I had bipolar, and we went to doctors and everything. Yeah, with your hormonal issues, it's going to be extremely um difficult for you as a mother, because you're going to have a higher probability for postpartum depression, because I was having more lows than anything else.
Mhm.
I was going through cycles and cycles and cycles of depression. It was just exhausting. So they said, okay, now can you imagine added that with pregnancy hormones?
Mhm.
Yeah, or the
Right.
fact that bipolar
Like, it
1 and
was-
2 is genetic.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That was
So
the assumption.
so it wasn't only the genetic part, it was my body. It was what I was going to experience. So it was a huge decision, like after I did that, like after I tied my tubes, then I got like a message, or I don't know, I started talking with my doctors, and then they were like, yeah, we don't think that you have bipolar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Never was.
I think there was a misdiagnosis, and sorry to say that you don't have it.
That's
Not
got to
by-
be so frustrating.
I mean, after so many years taking horrible medications that
and the trauma of it all,
and
the
trauma
tube
of it all, and not
ligation.
talking about myself, not talking about my behavior, not talking about anything.
Being at war with yourself.
Yeah.
Like I was a really, I wasn't a problematic kid. I was maybe a little rebellious, and I would, escape my house and go drinking. I was crazy. But everybody thought, no, maybe it's just a phase. Maybe it's because she's a teenager, and maybe she is because she's in college, or yeah, she's a little spoiled. But it wasn't that. I was fighting against my mind
Mhm.
every single day, and I didn't know what to do. I mean, even if after my first panic attack, like even that, like nobody had the courtesy to say, let's take you to the doctor to see what happened. No, let's sip it and continue with your life, because there's nothing here. So of course my fear of going to the doctor was almost null.
Mhm.
So
Combine that with the whole religious side of things, like,
Yeah.
oh, you are possessed. It's
no,
that
and
is-
that was in school. So
Yeah.
since that happened in school, all of my classmates saw me, and after that, everybody started calling me crazy, that I was an attention seeker, that I was a drama queen. So
it
of
just
course, like,
compounded.
how am I gonna do with all of those emotions? And then everybody's telling me, don't do anything, that's gonna pass, like continue. If I
Mhm.
had a daughter, I would take you straight to the doctors to see
Mhm.
what's going on. But no.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
And even if they did to the doctor, the misdiagnosis of bipolar is more damaging in the long run than actually was.
Of course, because it's more damaging, because you're taking medications that you don't need.
Yeah. Not
Mhm.
only that, but it also incredibly damaging, and just more medication and more medication. This is something that happens. This happened to me.
Mhm. Yeah.
I am,
Completely.
and it pisses me off because this is such a common thing. It happens every single time. It's always complex PTSD. It's always PTSD, and then because they think bipolar, oh, it's a chemical thing. They take the pill, it fixes it like magic. Because that's the assumption with medicine, especially in Latino households. It's a magic pill. You take it and you feel better. That's what it's supposed to happen. Hospitals are supposed to make you feel better. What do you mean? It just tortures you until you stop reacting to things.
Right. Right.
Exactly, and it escalates.
It just
Mhm.
escalates.
And then
Yeah. Yeah.
there was a time where
Go
I
ahead.
was resistant to medications.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was originally diagnosed with the depressive disorder. major depressive disorder.
Uh-huh.
So they put me on all kinds of different like antidepressants, blah, 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 for years. So it's kind of the same story.
Yeah.
Well, I just turned 55, and like a month before I turned 55, I finally got a proper diagnosis of the bipolar disorder. So now I'm on the proper meds, and I keep telling my friends, I'm like, I have never felt this good mentally in my whole life.
Yeah.
So when you have the proper diagnosis and medication, things are good.
Exactly.
Things work when you know what you're looking
What's that,
at.
Nero?
Natasha said something earlier in the chats that was pretty important.
Okay.
She said, it made a permanent change to your body based on their misdiagnosis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I told that I gained like 15 kilos in 5 years. Let me see how 15 kilos to. So that would be 33 pounds in 5 years
Yeah.
because of the medication.
Those like heavy duty bipolar meds of that caliber are no joke. I mean, lithium, it destroys your kidneys in a lot of ways.
I couldn't with lithium. It was impossible. It hurt my stomach so much.
Yeah.
But I was with valproic acid for almost 10 years now, and valproic acid, if I were to become pregnant with that medication, there's the probability of my kid growing up with malformations was like 80%. So, and I couldn't get off valproic acid because of my bipolar, and it was different. So it was like a no to having kids.
Yeah.
And now that I'm off I feel like I'm starting, to my body is changing a little bit, but like the misdiagnosis, it was heavily compared to borderline personality disorder.
It's always a catch-all especially with women of color. It's always with women of color, and women specifically. It's like either borderline or bipolar. When it's most of the time, it's usually just complex PTSD or ADHD or neurodivergence along with that.
Yeah.
Question.
Yeah, because sorry, you.
Yeah.
I just lost the chat.
Oh, Natasha. Yeah. Natasha has a question for you, Sylvia.
Yeah.
Are you comfortable speaking about how you feel now about children and pregnancy?
Yeah. Well, since it's kind of risky for me, we decided, because when I got my tubes tied, we asked if it was reversible. And it is reversible, actually. So I was like, okay, maybe then now I don't have bipolar. Maybe we should have kids. But since I have a long history of depression, I don't think that it would be okay. So our decision, because, it's risky for me. And so our decision is to adopt. So currently we are, that's our next project. We're looking to adopt.
Amazing. I have an adopted daughter.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
We're really happy, and everybody knows now.
I love that.
I love that. Honestly, if everybody, if everybody of us who could adopt, we wouldn't need foster care. Honestly,
yep.
I don't get what this idea is. Like, oh, we must pass on these genes to maintain the nobility. Like, the hell you think you are, King Henry VIII?
Right?
Yeah, there's so many kids to love. Like, why not give it? I think it's the most beautiful thing that we would do in our lives. I don't know.
Yeah.
When I was a teenager, I always said, I don't want kids on my own. I want to adopt since I was 17.
That's amazing. Yeah. Right. So you already knew what you wanted.
I already knew, exactly.
Yeah.
So the circumstances led me to that, but I always knew.
Are you going to work with the foster care to adopt? You going to work through there?
We don't know yet.
Okay.
We don't know
It's still on the early in the game. Okay.
Yeah, early game. But if it's Oregon, then foster care is one option. But there's also a few agencies. I'm not entirely sure. It's early game, early stages.
Yeah.
But even so, I actually have a little question along those lines.
Yeah.
Now that you've now that you have like now that you're aware, you said something earlier about kind of being detached from yourself, from who you were, your identity in Connecticut, to being having to move back to Venezuela and back and forth all over the place. What was your journey when you found out that it wasn't bipolar, it was PTSD? What was your kind of journey in recollecting the pieces of your mind back together and being kind of starting that process of healing?
Oh my gosh. Well, after I got my correct diagnose, I started looking back on my entire life and I'm like, "Oh, this is why. Oh, this is why." I started
Mhm.
to understand myself, and this journey of understanding myself since the very beginning, since the very start, since I got like my first breath, has been inspiring. Like, I never thought that getting to know yourself from, almost from birth gets you to live a little bit more, lighter. Like, it's
Mhm.
not, it's a cliche probably. Yeah, when you go to a therapist, they're going to talk about your childhood. Of course, it's
Mhm.
extremely important to talk about your
Mhm.
childhood, because that's what forms you in the
Mhm.
adulthood. Of course, I mean, you're afraid to talk about your childhood. Maybe the problem is there. Maybe if you don't want to talk about it, you should internalize that everything that happens to you when you're a young child or adolescent will transform you into, in the future. So of course, when I started in the process of DBT therapy with to treat borderline disorder, I started treating, my rage. I started treating risky behaviors, self-harm, mood shifts, and mostly anger.
Yeah.
I get very irritable. So, those are very similar symptoms to bipolar, but
Mhm.
understanding that I don't have cycles like bipolar. Bipolar is like you have a cycle of mania or hypomania, and then you have a
Mhm.
cycle of depression, but it's always, constant.
Mhm.
with
Yeah.
with borderline, you have like these peaks. You can
Mhm.
have different emotions in the same day.
Mhm.
uh but also, I was talking about the hormones. I was diagnosed with PMDD.
Mm.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot. PMDD, the correct one, PMDD. So for
Post menstrual.
premenstrual dysphoric disorder,
Mm.
Got it.
that is the severe and chronic form of PMS that causes debilitating emotional and physical symptoms. And yeah, so imagine having that only 8% of women in the fertile state have that worldwide.
Yeah.
That we know
That's
of. It's still
yeah.
very underdiagnosed.
Exactly. So now take all of my hormones mixed together. So, that's why if I ever got pregnant, it would be like an explosion of hormones and everything. So after
Yeah.
I got diagnosed with that and depression, generalized depression, severe depression and anxiety, severe anxiety, I was diagnosed with all of those here in the States. They offered me to do Spravato treatment with ketamine,
Mhm.
TMS.
Ah.
And that changed my life. Like, you know, having to switch, like everything is chemical, and now learning that I have all of these diagnoses that all have their own treatments and I can get through it. It's the most amazing feeling in the world. But when they told me no, it's not bipolar, I went to a rage room.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
Understandably.
I
Yeah.
went yeah, it's
Yeah, like I've been suffering for so much over nothing. This is some bullshit.
Yeah.
This
No,
is bullshit.
are you kidding me? Like I could have gotten better years before, but no.
Yeah.
I don't know. Everybody and their mother say take this magic pill and makes you fixes everything. Oh my god.
I was diagnosed in my early to mid 20s, and I didn't go like inpatient, but I was in like a, I don't know what they called it, intensive is, oh, one of the other people call it daycare, but
Oh yeah, I remember those.
And later on, it was actually just like a combination of major depressive disorder, PTSD, and ADHD and panic disorder. Like having the right diagnoses, and those, came after a lot more thorough assessment and whatnot. When the initial diagnosis back in my 20s was only after talking to me for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also with time. I mean, the knowledge of complex PTSD and also like how broad the neurodivergence is among the human race has definitely expanded research-wise as of like the last 5 years or less. I mean, I'm 26. You guys know I went through the ringer with that, but we know, even when speaking to my therapist now, it's like what we know now about how damaging these former treatments were for back in the day. Looking back in it now, it's like, why did we used to do this to people? That's the question my therapist said rhetorically to me one time. It's like also like it's the rage with it. I get you completely, Sylvia. It's like the rage with it's like, but it's also recognizing that this was kind of the time period that we were all surviving through. Is the mid 2000s, 2010s, where everything was bipolar or borderline, and pills were supposed to fix everything and make everything better. But that's not how any of this works. That's not how any of this works.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
It's exhausting. Like I'm so
No, you're good, Sylvia.
I'm here like fiddling with my hands, and it's like
yeah.
No, you're good.
It's exhausting. It's frustrating, and it's bullshit. Let's talk about what it is. It's such bullshit.
Yeah.
But how do you reckon with that rage? That's the question. It's like, how do you express that rage where there's no one to put that rage on?
Yeah, so everybody give Sylvia some hearts.
Yeah.
You
are getting so much love in the chat right now.
Thank you. No, and like like I'm gonna talk about the treatment that right now it's actually saving me.
Yes.
I want to leave that as a hopeful and happy moment at the end,
for sure,
because after so many years and many suicide attempts, like I'm gonna say a lot, now I see myself as an old person, and TMS really helped me, and I'm an EMDR therapy to treat my PTSD. Oh my gosh, it's a godsend. I've never had such an amazing therapy with EMDR, as beautiful as, it has been life-changing. So yeah, for those who don't know like what EMDR is, so it's eye movement eye movement I can't pronounce it.
Oh, you're good.
So can somebody help me here?
Yes. I actually got a referral for it myself. Eye movement desensitization and reprocessing therapy. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, English is such a hard language.
English is such a really hard language. The grammar rules don't make any sense. Oh my god. Yeah, but basically how it works is that when you move both sides of your body, in this case your eyes, it connects both sides of your brain at the same time via the corpus callosum, which is like the center point of the brain. Like it connects both your left and right hemispheres. By simulating this kind of phenomenon, you can actually gives you an ability to process things, or like think of like memories or thoughts or things a lot more clear and a lot more visually. The same phenomenon happens when you're like sleeping during REM sleep, like REM, like rapid eye movement sleep. That's when you start dreaming in your sleep. It's also why there's also why like I'm autistic, I'm on the spectrum, like ADHD myself, and I will pace constantly because it has that same example, and that's why you pace, and that's why you come up with your best ideas in the shower, because both sides of your brain are lit up at the same time. So EMDR utilizes that same neurological pathway, that same ability to guide you through traumatic memories, and it makes it a lot easier to kind of process all of that, and that's why it's wonderful.
It's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah, we get an encyclopedia.
Yes, I am the human search engine. Guilty as charged.
Yeah. Tig is wildly intelligent. I love it. And so is Nero. I mean, sometimes we'll just get on a little world history course with Tig.
Oh.
All right. We still have like 20 minutes. Is there anything else you want to say?
Yeah, so when I got like the correct diagnosis, and I started with a Spravato treatment last September. So what Spravato is ketamine, and an inhaler. So I go to a clinic where they provide me with a ketamine, and you're always supervised by technicians and a doctor. So it consists of 2 hours twice a week, 2 hours of ketamine twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
And that was for months. I mean, it was from September all the way to the start of December. But that was one of the hardest treatments I've ever been through. I mean, it sounds like, oh, you got ketamine for, but
it's not a party drug. I mean, it does have medicinals.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the first psychedelic drug approved by the FDA.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to start with that to see, if that would work before starting TMS.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to give a little bit faith, but it was horrible. Like,
yeah,
I would go into these holes and I would self-doubt. The amazing thing was that I got a lot of introspective. I got to think about where I'm going. I was a little bit lost. If this doesn't work, then I have one last shot. And if TMS doesn't work, then where am I heading? Like,
yeah,
I have a future then. If this doesn't work, then there's no sense of continue living. So I started with Spravato and it didn't work, and then I got approved for TMS. So what TMS is, it's called transcranial magnetic stimulation. So what it consists that you have a coil, and they do a mapping on your brain to locate where the depression is located. So depression is located in the left hemisphere. So they do the mapping. It's approximately like here. So it's like a big coal that they put on your head, and then it sends magnetic pulses to your brain. So you hear, and then it stops, and it continues, and then it stops for 40 minutes. Like you're 20 minutes. Sorry, for 20 minutes you're receiving magnetic pulses, which stimulates to have more dopamine and all those happy things that I don't produce. My normal brain doesn't produce. So this treatment is for antidepressant resistant patients. Since I was taking the wrong medications, at some point the depression, my Prozac, because I was taking Prozac, it wasn't helping at all.
Right.
So I was having a lot of lows, and I was like, yeah, in January I was like, if this doesn't work, yeah, I don't know what's next for me. So I might as well enjoy what's left of me in this world. I mean, I know it's gonna sound so pessimistic, but that's the truth. I'm not gonna lie that I was thinking that in January. If
Yeah.
I might as well enjoy what I have left. I mean, I'm not gonna deny it if it's a fact. I said it, so yeah, whatever. And I was like, okay, now let's give it a shot for the TMS. And it started improving my PMDD symptoms. I started having more energy.
Mm-hmm.
So the treatment consists of you go every day into the clinic from Monday to Friday, and you stay 20 minutes, and then you can continue your normal routine. Since I was having a lot of anxiety, so anxiety is located on the right hemisphere. So they decided to do a mapping, and now we were treating the right and left hemisphere. So it was 20 minutes here, 20 minutes here, and that started improving my anxiety. I was like, no, like I'm so happy to say this because now it's been 3 weeks today,
Wow.
today that I haven't had anxiety or a depression dip. I mean, it's 3 weeks that I don't feel anything. I know that sometimes when I say, "Oh, it's been 2 weeks," and it's exciting, and then the next day I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I want to die." But
It feels like you're jinxing it almost.
Yeah.
exactly. I always say that I jinx it. Probably tomorrow it will. Nah, I don't want to jinx it. No, but no, that's
Oh my god, I get you. I feel you completely, honestly. He's like, oh, this is great. I feel great. I'm gonna get so much done. You want to paint the house? Let's paint the house. And then the next day he's
exactly.
like,
And then
I am death. Death is me.
Yeah. So Kimmy Wynn in the chat had to leave, but she says, I'll watch the rest of the video when we process, and love and hugs to Sylvia. You are getting so much love.
So much love because you deserve it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So yeah, that this has given me a second life, and like I'm so grateful that I was able to get through this, that I never stopped, even if it took a decade to arrive to be here today.
Great.
I'm fucking brave and proud of myself and
Hell
everything
yeah.
Yes.
I've done, because
Kick ass.
I
Yeah.
and I beat depression. Like nobody, it should be celebrated, like
Mhm.
it's very easy to really let yourself go. It's extremely easy to not have any more faith, it's extremely easy to go, I don't know, with alcoholism or something like that, because you just don't want to think anymore, or maybe drugs. I mean,
Right.
that's why
Take it out on your
those
loved
rates are
ones.
extremely high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say too, I mean, prior to my bipolar diagnosis, I've hit alcohol very hard in my life. Drugs really hard in my life. And it was that trying to get that escape, or that like get me straight in my head. And, it's part of the, bipolar people tend to like turn to drugs and alcohol,
I mean, Mick
But anyway,
Jagger.
yeah, that's so correct.
Yeah, because you don't want to be with your mind all the
Yeah.
time. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, how can you go on with life being neurodiverse and not at least at some point in life go into drugs or alcohol? I mean, it's impossible. Like
Right. It's an outlet.
it's an outlet.
It's an outlet.
You're always living with a demon.
Mm-hmm.
You're constantly living with a demon and a person that you don't like. That other. I always tell myself that I have a good Sylvia and a bad Sylvia,
Mm-hmm.
and it's. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
No,
It's
you're
No,
good.
you gotta stop apologizing for your existence, okay? You are
Yeah.
a wonderful human being, and your existence
Yeah.
is valued.
Thank
And also,
you.
like this good Sylvia, bad Sylvia. No, maybe you could have light Sylvia and dark Sylvia that kind of do
Yeah.
light and dark things, but neither one is good or bad. They're both
Yeah.
parts of you.
They're
Yeah.
exactly, and that's the good thing, because I'm listening more to good Sylvia,
Mm-hmm.
and
That's awesome.
this week, and I want to start exercising this week. I have this this meta, meta,
Un
objetivo,
meta.
meta.
¿Cómo se dice? My Spanish needs work. Okay, soy dominicano myself, but my Spanish needs work.
Yeah, it's mine too.
Goal, the
Better than
goal.
me.
Oh, the goal.
You know, so the goal is to continue improving and not letting myself down. I
Mhm.
mean, I have already lost so many years of my life, you know, just thinking about thinking about, you know, how horrible it is to live. But instead I decided, no, I mean, I'm very grateful with my life. I'm very
Yeah.
grateful what I have, my house, my husband, my dog, everything.
Yeah.
I deserve what I have today, because I went to hell and back. And I
Sure.
didn't just go to hell like a year or 2 years. I went to hell 10 freaking years.
Yeah.
I was in hell a month ago.
Right.
I
you
go to
pull yourself
hell
out.
constantly.
Yeah.
And, you know, being grateful for what I have right now and everything that I deserve, it's like, please keep it coming, because I already suffer so much. And that's why I'm so happy lately. And TMS really helped.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
I mean,
That's beautiful.
Yeah. I'm so happy that you finally found the right avenue. Yeah, lots of hearts for you, Sylvia. Lots of hearts.
If I were over there, I'd give you a hug.
Yeah.
Like this.
Like
Yes.
this.
Hugs.
Yeah. Virtual hug.
Virtual hugs.
Yeah.
You've come so far, and I know that feeling of still being so hard on yourself, like you're not doing enough, or you're not applying to some impossible standard that some other person told you should or should not be. Sometimes
Give
it feels
yourself
like
some
you're not enough.
grace.
Give
you know?
yourself some grace. Give yourself some pat on the back, because it's not easy to go to hell and then pull yourself out and then go to hell again and fight demons. Okay, not everybody can be Doom guy from Doom. Okay, not everybody can be the Demon Slayer, but you can. But we can. You can.
and that's what exactly a demon slayer. That's exactly the perfect analogy.
Yeah.
It's a demon slayer. I'm a demon slayer.
Hell
Yeah. Sylvia the Demon Slayer. I love it.
Nobody would last. I mean, this is why I'm so happy and proud of myself, because I know that nobody would last a second in my brain.
Yeah.
I just
Right.
know by fact. A lot of people might criticize me because I talk a lot about mental health through my social media. I write about it constantly. I'm writing a book about it. I'm never going to stop talking about mental health.
Hell
because
yeah.
I'm not talking about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Look
And
at
that's
all of
why
my
Mind Haven is here.
Not
That's
talking about
you
it
know.
really fucked my life.
right.
So I will die talking about mental health. Anybody can talk to me, you know.
Pendejo arrogante. You will not shut up.
I, I'm always available for anybody who wants to talk about this, because I know
Right.
that this should be taught even in school.
hmm
Because
So everyone in the chat, subscribe to Sylvia. It's
Please.
Subscribe to Sylvia.
she's an
Sylvia.
amazing writer. I've read some of her stuff, and your Substack tag is when I come up for air, right?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Take a deep breath. Give yourself some grace, because
Julie
you
says,
have
don't
an-
let anyone tell you not to write or talk about what you know.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
nobody told me. I just did
Yeah.
it myself. But even though I have received, oh, you're attention seeker. Oh, you want people to have pity on you. You know, you get called a lot of things in this process. You get called crazy. You get
Oh,
called pill popper, or you might be dangerous. I've had background checks because people think I'm crazy. So it just I'm
They
this
don't get
is
it.
why this podcast is so important for me because it's the first time I'm talking about this.
Yeah, and it takes a lot of courage. Yeah, it
And,
takes a lot of courage.
and it's just so relieving that I'm not alone.
Yeah,
You're not
And
alone.
it's just so
you're not alone, and you're loved.
You are
You
not
know?
alone. You are loved and you are valued. And I, for one, am grateful that you are with us here to tell this story. Okay.
I wish
I
I
am
could.
so happy that you are with us, that you stayed in spite
Yeah.
of all of it.
Yeah, in
Mm.
spite
You
of it all.
stayed in spite of all of it. And that is power. Okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
And I'm
Yeah.
so happy I get to meet you.
yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah. Incredible woman. It looks like you might have a friend in the chat,
Who?
Angela Ardila. Is that?
Silvi, eres la mujer más
Ah,
dulce y valiente. This is.
she's
Yeah.
Oh.
beautiful. Yeah, but I
Yeah.
can't see the chat.
No. Yeah.
Oh, you can actually click
Is
the live on this. You can click any of our lives. Honestly, you can just like live with Take My Sweater or live or line with Mindhaven or even like your own live. You can
Yeah.
click it in a separate
Substack
tab,
site. Yeah.
and you can see the chat.
Eres la mujer. It's moving. Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Eres la mujer más dulce y valiente. Is that mereces? Todo lo
Todos los mejor de
Oh,
la vida siempre eres luz. Eres luz.
Anybody else? This basically means like you are a woman of a very sweet and valiant and mercy, right? It's mercy. You have mercy. All of the better of your life always.
Eres luz. I mean, luz is light, so you're light. You're light, Sylvia.
I can't see
You are
it.
right.
That's
Oh my
fine. We're doing our best to translate.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
you're doing good. You're doing good.
Copy
Oh my God.
and put it
Yes.
in the StreamYard chat.
Oh, I gotcha. I got it.
So, Silvi's. Oh, so you're the sweetest and most. Oh, te mereces todo. Ay, Natasha. Oh, thank you, Natasha. Gracias. that you're very sweet and brave. That I deserve.
Angela,
Uh-huh.
The comment. Oh yeah, Nero accidentally put the comment or the next tab over. Hold on, let me see. The person who said it actually, our wonderful, beautiful weirdo who is in chat today, Angela Ardira.
Angela, gracias, Angela.
And we have Luis K.
Ah, my cousin.
You're
Right.
in there.
Woo! Yay,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
copy this. Translating hard.
So, for people
Um,
listening to this, like,
Yeah.
you can do it. I mean, you can do it. Like,
absolutely.
it's not impossible. You can get through this. I
Yeah.
mean, you can. If I could, everybody can do it. I
Mhm.
mean, even if it's hard, because there were some times that I didn't think, that I couldn't, but I did, and that's why I'm so happy today. And thank you for this. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you for being here with us. We'll have you back on if you would like to come back on sometime.
Yeah,
know?
we'd love to.
We would
Yeah.
love to have you back on. Oh my God, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, this was a really good episode. The chat was just very complimentary.
Oh, the chat's on fire. Oh,
Yeah.
how do we find Sylvia here on Substack?
Yeah.
Shall we
when you
finish
come
it
up
off with our
there-
shameless plugs?
Yeah. You can find me as I don't. Do you have it here to share?
Yeah, I can go to your main thing and just pop it in the chat real quick.
Uh-huh.
So go to
the Substack name is When I Come Up for Air, and it has a whale emoji after it.
yeah.
Whale emoji. Oh yeah, for the whales from Connecticut. Oh wait, the whales from Connecticut. I love that.
All right.
The Connecticut humpbacks. Oh, that makes me happy.
Yes. And now I'm seeing Wales and the Pacific Northwest. So
Oh.
we to Oregon because one of the most important things, it's nature and whales. For me, it was like my husband got me in whales. Like, yeah, there are a lot of whales.
You're like whales everywhere. Oh my
Yeah.
god, I love
So I
that.
got to see them in the East Coast and now on the West Coast. And oh my gosh, in September, I got to see 11 gray whales in
Oh,
one.
awesome.
Ooh. Oh, that is gorgeous. Their
Yeah,
populations
Yeah.
are rebounding. That makes me so happy.
yeah.
Right.
So of course I had to do something around my love for whales and
That's beautiful.
biology.
Right on. Okay, we're at the top of the hour. Sylvia, you have an amazing story, and thank you for still being here. I mean, it takes a lot of courage to get through all that, and I'm so happy you found something that like helps you. And just thank you.
Thank you.
Lots
The
of
demon
love.
slayer shall survive.
Yes, I'm gonna use that for my post.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna end the stream. But if you just want to stick with us, don't go anywhere. We're gonna do a little debriefing on the other end. Thank you, chat, for being here tonight.
Thank you,
Thank you,
guys.
Chad.
Yeah, this was a wonderful show. Okay, here we go. We're gonna end later, guys.
Later.
Maybe.
Maybe.